All right. Hey, folks. It is May 8th today. And it's a rainy day. It's kind of a cold day. So I'm not outside doing anything. But I decided I would take a little drive to come down so you all could see stuff here. And so I'm gonna show you out the window here. And there's out the window. You can see that the tide is high. I'm down at it's called Bird Point. I'm sorry, no. This is Beluga Point. And it's funny because the other place called Bird Point actually has statues of belugas. And this place, the belugas go right past it on their way upstream, and you get a lot of nesting seabirds here out on that little rock out there in the middle of the water. So I have often said that Bird Point should be Beluga Point and Beluga Point should be Bird Point, but nobody ever listens to me, and all of you know that. Now I got my headphones on because at the same time that I'm filming here, I'm talking to Mom. So you got to put up with me talking to Mom as I drive around showing you Alaska in early May. Yeah, high tide here. So let me leave that like that and start the car up here. We're gonna drive down the shoreline a little more so you can really appreciate the view. And of course there's still lots of snow on the mountains if you're looking out at it. Of course you are, because that's the direction I got the camera pointed. But you can see the water and you can see the mountains and everything. Well, it's the Chugach Mountains, and then on the other side of the water, Mom is asking, by the way, folks, and she'll be watching this video along with everybody. And on the other side of the water is the Kenai Peninsula. And in a week and a half, I'm going down there. I'm going to go halibut fishing. And, see what I can catch. Some people that I know went down last weekend, and they're just fishing from shore, and they caught 4 halibut ranging between 25 and 45 pounds. So there you go. Yeah. So they're pretty happy in picking up those fish. I'm going to pull over here to the side of the road here to show you all something that really pisses me off. I'm going to stop here in just a second, and I'm going to point the camera out the window of the car here. So let me grab it out of the holster again. Now, if you look over there, you see where it says rocks. And you see the water coming out of those holes? Let me roll the window down so you can see it better. All right? That was holes that they drilled in order to make the roadway here, to put dynamite in the rock face in order to blast it away. And then And then what happened is the water, because of the crack that the dynamite made, connected up to those holes, and now that's fresh water coming right through the middle of the mountain here. If you want to look up, of course you can't see the top of the mountain, you can only see the rock face here, but yeah, so that water coming out of there is the best water I have ever tasted. But here's the deal. This is what makes me mad. There used to be pipes. Let me focus you back over there. You see the top hole over there? There used to be a pipe coming out of that hole and down so that folks could walk over there and fill up their jugs with fresh spring water. All right? Artesian spring water. Well, guess what? The people who sell water in jugs in Anchorage got angry because people were buying the jugs without buying their water and then coming down here and filling up their jugs here at the pipe, and of course the people who were selling water weren't making any money. So they made up a story saying that there was lots of particulates in the water and that there was the potential for people to get waterborne diseases like Giardia and other stuff, bacteria-based, out of the water, which of course is total BS. But they convinced the city of Anchorage to remove the pipe. And so now if you want to come down here and fill up a jug, you got to come down here with, like, imagine standing over there, and that's like 10-12 feet off the ground, right? You got to have like a funnel with a hose down to a jug, and you got to stand up on top of those slippery rocks that they dumped in there, with the water splashing everywhere in order to fill up your jugs. Isn't that something? So they don't want you to get nothing for free. So I used to come down here, I mean once a week, and fill up jugs for using in the house. And nobody I've ever met ever got sick out of drinking that water. I mean, it's filtered through literally hundreds of feet of rock. It's just dumb. So no, you got to drink the reverse osmosis water that they bring you in a jug that's got shit, what is that heavy metal they put in there? Mom, what do they put in the water? Formaldehyde, not formaldehyde. Fluoride. The fluoride they put in the water, which of course is poison. All right? Now, of course, in very minute amounts, it helps your teeth to be nice and strong. But they have found that too much fluoride, guess what? Leads to dementia. Yeah. And guess what? People who don't drink fluoride, their teeth are just fine. And so the Amish folks in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and everywhere else drink water out of wells. They don't have any fluoride. Their teeth are just fine, and they're nice and straight teeth. irritates me. And guess what? The amount of instances of Alzheimer's in the Amish is almost non-existent. Yeah, Mom, really. Yeah. So here they don't let you drink the spring water. You gotta buy it from a water distributor, and of course they're required to put fluoride in the water, and right, the reverse osmosis water has almost zero a nutritional benefit because all the minerals are gone. For goodness sakes. All right, so that's enough of me. You can see the road here, amount of traffic going by, yada yada. That's always a worry if you were running across the road to fill up your water jug. But all right, guess what? Now you look down the road, there's nobody for a couple of miles, right? And it's the same way in the other direction. See the other direction, people? Yeah. And besides which, you can come down here and sit here looking out at the Turnagain Arm of Cook Inlet, at the water rolling by. A lot of times there's whales out here and seals and stuff like that. And if you look way, way, way across in that valley, all right, there's a little town over there that has a restaurant called the Seaside Cafe that makes the best Reubens I've ever had. And here's the thing that you don't know. I lived in Omaha, Nebraska, the home of the Reuben sandwich, where they were created and developed. I went to that restaurant where they created the Reuben sandwich because it's like my favorite sandwich. And I went to that little restaurant, and you know what? The Reubens over here in Alaska, in a little teeny tiny town, all right, called Hope. So you can only hope you get that good of a Reuben sandwich. They're just absolutely delicious. They make their own rye bread in an oven that is wood fired, and then they toast it. They make their own Thousand Island dressing, and then they buy Alaska raised beef, corned beef, so all of it's from here, and it is absolutely delicious. So if you come to Alaska and you want to have a Reuben sandwich, you gotta go to Hope, right over there. You see that teeny tiny building over there? You can barely see it. That's the Seaside Cafe. All right? I don't know if you can see my finger. Right out there. Right out there. All right. Mom says she wants to go. All right? She's hungry for a Reuben sandwich. Yeah, that. All right. So, let me look you out at the not the traffic, but the Turnagain Arm here. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna get you your panoramic view here, going all the way around, and then out there. Yeah, it's high tide. You can see all the water. It's slowly starting to turn to go back out. All right? All right. Well, that's enough for that video. It's almost 15 minutes long, so I'm going to let yous all go. I will chat with yous later. And there'll be another video after this one where I'm driving along the roadway here just to show you some sights. All right, but this video's over. I'll see yous. Bye.